I'm going to use this reply to also talk about like one of the elephants in the room that people um, I think are underplaying. See, people want the one-on-one visit. They want their provider to spend an hour with them. They want to walk in and out of every appointment feeling seen and heard and understood and know that they're getting good quality care, but they don't want to actually pay for it. And here's what I mean by that. So I stopped taking insurance um, completely in 2021. I'm not in network with anybody. I'm not participating in any insurance companies because those insurance companies wanted to limit how I could provide care. And also, in the decade leading up to me stopping taking insurance, they decreased insurance reimbursement by 38%. And most people's responses to that reduction in payment, reduction in reimbursement for services, was to just see more patients per hour. But that's how things get missed. In 2017, 2018, I was trying to hire a PT for my clinic, and I was appalled and disgusted by the answer to one question. The question I was asking these PTs was, including your new evaluations, how many patients do you think you can actually manage in an hour? And I'm sure that most of these people had interviewed at a physician-owned physical therapy clinic or a big warehouse box clinic, because their response to me was, well, to really do a good job with an eval, I would say only 3 in that same hour where I'm managing 2 clients while doing the evaluation for the third. But otherwise, I could probably see somewhere between 4 and 6. Hello, no, you cannot. No, no, you actually cannot. See, your job during the evaluation is to hear the client and listen for them to tell you what is wrong with them, because they will tell you if you listen well enough. If you're watching Stan doing squats on a machine and you're watching Susie walk on the treadmill to make sure that she's not falling, you're not paying attention to the person sitting in front of you who needs your undivided attention. So you cannot safely manage or supervise 6 clients at a time and do a new eval. That's not a reasonable expectation for anyone. There is no reason that a physical therapist in an 8-hour day should be seeing 40 patients. There's no reason for that. If you're capable of seeing 6 patients in an hour and you say you're doing hands-on care, your hands-on care to bill that charge needs to be at least 8 minutes of one-on-one time with each client. Which, okay, then you could see 6 an hour, but it's probably not enough. What you did is probably not enough. Not enough to get them better in any reasonable amount of time anyway. And then on top of that, like, you can't bill a one-on-one code for therapeutic exercise with them if they're overdoing exercises while you're supervising 5 other people. It's called fraudulent billing. What should be being billed is a group therapy code. And at that point, you're a personal trainer. The kind of care that everyone thinks that they expect and need from anyone cannot happen in an insurance model. So until people realize that, oh, I probably don't need full coverage insurance, I really just need catastrophic for the big stuff, and then I'm gonna cash pay for my services elsewhere, we don't fix this problem, because the insurance model keeps us in a volume, not quality model. And I did a post, it was a repost of a post from, I think, a year ago, when Cigna was downgrading billing codes for physicians to supposedly protect from overbilling. But what was actually happening was physicians were actually just going through and finding all of the things that they could legally bill for in a visit. Like, they were billing an office code visit because you were in their office, so they could bill that. That got them an extra $3. $3. They were, if they drew blood in their office, they were billing the $3 for a venipuncture. They were billing the $2.50 for the waste disposal for that venipuncture. Like, they were doing this because, again, reimbursement has decreased now by 42%. 42%. Meanwhile, rents have gone up, malpractice insurance has gone up, and the cost of employing even your front desk person who doesn't have a high school diploma has gone up because minimum wage everywhere has gone up. And yes, Cigna rolled that back, probably because of backlash that they got from people posting about it on social media. And Blue Cross rolled back their thing of how many minutes a surgery should take and how many minutes someone could be under general anesthesia. But this is not, this is insurance companies literally committing insurance fraud in billing, because literally, when I submit a bill to the insurance company, my signature is on the claim, meaning that I am signing to the fact, regardless of whether I know what my boss is doing post me doing that I know exactly what charges I clearly billed. I'm signing to that. So it's my license. So when the insurance company goes in and adjusts them, the non-medical person making that decision, adjusting it, just committed fraud on my behalf. And that's not okay with me. The anesthesiologist making a judgment call about how much anesthesia somebody needs, particularly if they're a redhead, because your insurance company doesn't know that, by the way, and they don't care, and they don't understand the difference between different genetics and how they play a role and what medications work and don't work. They don't care. They don't care. They should not have anything to say about how much anesthesia you need, period. But unless we can go back to a not-for-profit model of insurance and major healthcare, we don't change this. Because too many times, the first thing I hear when somebody calls and says, "Do you take my insurance?" and I say, "No, I give you the paperwork to bill your insurance on your own, and you can contact them and get that settled," they say, "Oh, I have to use my insurance." No, you don't. You're choosing to use it, and you're choosing to stay in a system that is not getting you well fast enough because you think you have to use your insurance when you have the right to pay cash, and you'll get better care if you do.